Welcome to Aussievision. G'day, I'm Liv, or forse ciao, sono Liv. Today we'll be talking about the iconic Sanremo Music Festival, which has been running for the last 4 days. Tomorrow is the final evening where we'll find out the winner and who will eventually go on to represent Italy at the 2022 Eurovision Song Contest. We have a couple of entries to discuss. There are a couple that we deem as the rusted on top 3, a couple that could potentially make the top 3, and some honourable mentions. The first artist I'd like to discuss, and I don't think you can really talk about Sanremo without talking about them at the moment, it is Mahmood and Blanco with Brividi, which translates to shivers. This entry really is quite unique for the festival. It's not often that we get such a contemporary male duet like this together. Mahmood is quite well known, obviously, to the Eurovision community, coming second at Eurovision in 2019. This is Blanco's Sanremo debut, and a bloody good one at that. The song is all about love and being free to express yourself in any universal way that you deem. And honestly, on stage, it is something very passionate and unique, and there's so much chemistry between the two of them when they perform. They have very different voices. When you put them together, especially in the unison parts, it creates something very special. There is a little bit of rap in there as well from Blanco, which goes wonderfully with the orchestra. Honestly, when you mix it all together, it is just such a special and unique entry at the contest. Both have very large and passionate fan bases, and the charts, well, they're going off. They're going off, I'll tell you that for sure. They are. The highest position they've gotten is 5th on the global Spotify charts. They are currently number 1 on the YouTube trending and also Spotify Italian charts. And they really are the ones to beat. Who knows? I wouldn't put my house on it. Sanremo always knows how to throw us a curveball, but they really do look like the golden line is within their reach. Okay. The only other person in the contest this year that might be able to stop Mahmood and Blanco is Elisa. She actually won Sanremo in 2001 with Luce and has gone on to become a staple of the Italian music industry. It's been actually 21 years since she's competed as a solo artist at Sanremo. So it actually was 2001 last time she competed. So I think there was a lot of anticipation and excitement from the general Italian public when it was announced that she was coming back. And she is singing O forse sei tu, which translates to Or Maybe It's You. And it is another emotional love ballad, classic Sanremo. It's a very magical entry. She comes out in white every night. She honestly sings like an angel, looks like an angel. And this is a very classical Sanremo type song and has Elisa stamped all over it. It's a very visceral and passionate experience when she really goes for those notes towards the end. It's truly a special entry, and I don't see why the public and juries would leave her out of the top 3 positions this year. She's currently sitting at number 2 on the Italian Spotify and number 2 on YouTube trending in Italy. So it's looking like another strong top 3 finish for Elisa this year. Okay, the next few artists I'd like to discuss are the 3 that we think could fill that final top 3 position in the contest this year. The first one is Erama with Ovunque Sarai. He's up against the big kids who have already got a Sanremo win under their belt. This is his 3rd appearance at the Sanremo Music Festival in the Big Artist section. His best result being last year with La Genesi del tuo colore for 5th place. Ovunque Sarai is a typical Sanremo style love ballad. What I particularly enjoy about his performance this year is that it's quite different to his previous entries. She's showing range as a performer, which is an important aspect of becoming a celebrated Italian artist, really. The last minute has this huge build and the orchestra's all swirly. Oh, it's wonderful, honestly, truly beautiful. And he's just getting better every night. Like, he's just kicking it up gears slightly every night. And we've noticed that his, position on the scoreboard has gone up steadily as well. I don't think it's out of the question for him to potentially snag that final top 3 position. The next artist is Gianni Morandi with Apri tutte le porte. open all the doors. Gianni is certainly one of the old bulls of Sanremo, meant with no offence. His career now spans 7 decades, including representing Italy at Eurovision in 1970, additionally winning Sanremo in 1987 and presenting the contest on multiple occasions as well. Gianni has had a phenomenal Sanremo. Fresh off the back of winning cover night last night, his provisional results just keep going up, and he's currently sitting in second place. Of course, things can change, and things do change at Sanremo. Apri tutti le porte is the most throwback Sanremo entry I can think of from this year. It would not be out of place in a contest a couple decades ago, and once again, I mean that in the best way possible. It is just a very classic entry, and it wouldn't be surprising to see him in that top 3 as well. The next artist I'd like to talk about is Emma with Ogni volta è così, Every Time It's Like This. Another previous Sanremo winner from 2012 and also Italian Eurovision representative from 2014 with La Mia Città. Much to the love of the fandom, her conductor and duet partner throughout the contest has been the very, very lovely Francesca Michelin, who represented Italy in 2016. Ogni volta è così is another love song, a bit of a Sanremo theme, with a bit of a twist about the complexity of relationships. Her vocals are unique and stunning in their own unique way, and this entry works particularly well with the orchestra. She's quite an engaging performer, and you can tell there's certainly a lot of experience there. It's not impossible for her to maybe touch that top 3, but maybe less likely out of the other few that I've mentioned. The next batch of artists I'd like to call the honourable mentions. These are the ones that are probably going to place pretty well, but not probably going to be able to scrape that top 3 position. The first honourable mention is San Giovanni with Farfalle, which translates to butterflies. Apart from Blanco, I would say that San Giovanni is the most compelling debut competitor at Sanremo this year. At just 19 years old, with already an Italian #1 song under his belt with Malibu, I think we have a very promising artist here with us this year. Farfalle is definitely one of the more radio-friendly contemporary songs of Sanremo, another sweet love pop number. The chorus is very catchy, and there is a certain stage presence and steeze when he performs. I really enjoy it a lot. It actually is my favorite entry of this year as well, just to put that in there. He honestly is just getting better and better every performance as well, and I commend his efforts towards Fanta Sanremo. It's good to see. My final honourable mention goes to La Rappresentante de Lista with Ciao Ciao, translating to Bye Bye. The duo is on their second Sanremo appearance after last year with Amare, finishing 11th. The pair label themselves as queer in their own words. We feel we are the bearers of fluid identity because sexuality has no boundaries. We don't want to be fixed in a gender scheme. Love that. There's a lot to love about this entry, from their aesthetic to the catchy chorus and the dance. The song is an over-the-top tale about the end of the world, a colourful apocalypse full of dance, disenchantment and crisis. Honestly, my vibe. I absolutely vibe with this entry and ate it up the first second I saw it. Somewhat surprisingly, the song has been a bit unwanted in the ranks so far. I think it is a very quality entry, and we are seeing it slowly climb up the scoreboard. It's definitely going to probably finish in that top 10. Could imagine it in a different year in that top 3, but probably unlikely looking like this year. And I have a few more entries to mention, ones that you need to go and listen to at least once in your life. That would be Fabrizio Moro, Achille Lauro, Titanella Piaggia and Rettore, Dag and D'Amico, and Eva Zinici. I would say they were all standout performances, definitely not making the top 3. And of course, time for the all-important predictions. I'm just going to go with Mahmoud and Blanco for the win. I think it's probably too much of a landslide to slow down at this point. I do think Elisa will snag that second place position, and I'm going to put Irama in there for top 3. In bocca al lupo per tutti I cantanti, and ciao. Thanks for listening.